Okay, this is peak Formula 1. We're heading into the biggest power unit reset in years. New engines, new engine manufacturers, new everything. And what is the FIA doing? Not fixing racing, not lowering costs, not the stuff fans actually feel like better overtaking. No, they've launched an e-vote about how to measure compression ratios in running conditions at 130 degrees centigrade, and they want it in place from 1st of August 2026. And you're thinking, hang on, why are we changing rules mid-season in the first year of a new era? And you're exactly right, because someone has found something and now everyone is panicking. So I'm going to break down what this proposal actually is, why the timing is just insane, why it's a policing nightmare, and what this tells you about the 2026 F1 reg. So here's the official statement. The FIA says it's launched an e-vote primarily centred, it's all about, on a proposed change to assessing the power unit compression ratio in running conditions. They claim that the FIA and PU manufacturers have developed and validated a methodology to quantify how compression ratio changes from ambient to operating conditions. And now the proposal is this: from 1st of August 2026, compliance with compression ratio limits must be demonstrated at ambient and at a inverted commas representative operating temperature of 130 degrees C. Now, a really important detail here, the limit itself is not new. The 2026 power unit technical regulations already say that no cylinder may have a geometric compression ratio higher than 16. So what's changing is how you prove you're legal and when you do that. And that might sound reasonable on paper, I mean it's just a test, right? Until you remember what engines do when they're hot. Materials expand, clearances change, sealing behaves differently, and the effective geometry can shift. So it's possible to be squeaky clean and compliant at ambient and then a little bit spicy when running. So what the FIA is basically saying is, right, prove it under heat. Conceptually, again, fine, but the timing is everything. So the FIA want this from 1st of August 2026. It's not before the season starts. It's not for 2027. It's mid-season in the first year of a brand new engine formula where we've had massive manufacturers come to Formula 1. Remember, by August, all the designs are locked, but the engines are already done. So if an engine passes now, but behaves differently at 130 degrees now, then what does the FIA actually want? Do they want a redesigned engine mid-year? Do they want remanufacturing? Do they want the manufacturers to just eat penalties? Or do they want the manufacturers to just lose performance because the FIA moved the measurement goalpost halfway through the season? It kind of feels a bit like a patch note that you get in sim racing esports. So the vote outcome is expected within 10 days. Obviously, that will be before the start of the 2026 season, and it will be approved by the FIA World Motorsport Council. Make sure to subscribe, by the way, to my channel if you want me to do a big exposure on what's going on with the FIA World Motorsport Council and how that's going to be voted. So just to summarise where we are now, we've got a rush timeline, we've got a really politically sensitive technical change, and we've got a mid-season effective date. Now, all this is happening because Mercedes found a loophole. Mercedes were the team that spotted in the regulations that I think originally there actually wasn't any specification on the test on the compression ratio. They clarified with the FIA. There was an update that confirmed that the test would then be done at ambient temperature, and that gave Mercedes the clearance to be like, right, we'll pass at ambient, but our engine might be a little bit spicy at operating temperature. What then happened is that the rivals of Mercedes suspected there was a loophole being exploited by Mercedes using thermal expansion of components, changing the behavior of the Mercedes engine between the checks and true operating conditions. Again, a lot of like espionage going on here. Toto Wolff has said that a rule change like this would be quite damaging to Mercedes. Toto Wolff has been very clear about this, and Zak Brown has called it typical politics Formula 1. Zak Brown wants to downplay it as the head of McLaren Formula 1 because they are a customer of Mercedes. So who stands to lose here? Mercedes stand to lose, Williams stand to lose, Alpine stand to lose, McLaren stand to lose as well. Aston Martin, who went from Mercedes to Honda, may have dodged a bullet here, but their engine looks like absolute rubbish as well. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is ridiculous? Do you think this is a good thing? Make sure to follow my channel for more, and I will see you in the next video.